So today I'm going to talk about one of the best tips to just articulate and accentuate your sound, and we are going to all understand about that. What am I going to talk about? समझ में आया? नहीं. You have not understood, right? What have I done? I have just used fake accent, right? I have just used over accent, and I have just used extra accent, and which is difficult to understand. And max number of the people make this mistake that they just, do one thing. They use fake accent. I'm not talking about myself that I'm just, sometimes I use accent and you just get confused to understand my accent. Excuse me, what is Mr. Abdullah trying to say? How is he speaking? I don't understand. What is he trying to say? It happens with you multiple times, right? If you are in the basic phase or basic way of learning English, right? But the point is, when you talk about your accent plays very important role, vital role, mandatory role, but please don't be fake. Be natural, be genuine, be smart. All right, be what you are. Don't try to show fake accent. Don't try to use over accent, because the moment you try to show yourself that you have over accent or over body language like this becomes really fake. Oh my God, what is this person trying to say? I don't understand. Like, you are using somewhere, you use two words or two sentences and you are moving your hand just like that. Paratha ka pankha is moving or the plane ki patti is moving. That's really very tough for others to understand actually. So be natural, be calm, be chill, be composed, be relaxed, and when you speak, you just think one thing. There should be one thing in your mind, that I am just going to deliver a proper message, and there should be the right, the composed, the calm, and the relaxed way to just express myself. That's it. But what we do, we try to just flow towards the fakeism. We try to just, start flowing towards that zone where what we don't have, what we don't acquire. And how can you manage yourself in that situation? How can you manage yourself in that situation? There is actually a very important question. This is very, very important. For example, sometimes what happens with us, we try to use extra words where single word is required. We use multiple words. Why, ladies and gentlemen? Why, dear my, trainees and friends? Why do you do that? If there is a requirement of a single word, you just try to use single word. If there is a requirement of single mithai, barfi, alright, kaju ki katli, you just give kaju ki katli, and you are giving a lot of sweets so that your mehman get confused ki bhaiya kaun si khaye. And that is the exact reason, that is the exact purpose, and that is the exact thing you have to keep in your mind whenever you are serving sweets. जब आप मिठाइयाँ serve कर रहे हैं, परोस रहे हैं, you have to serve one by one. You have to serve with a coherent way, in a coherent module. That is very important. So every time, whenever you are going to present something, speak something, do conversation, participate in the debate or participate in the group discussion, you need to keep one thing in mind. Just be real, be natural, be genuine. Don't show the fakeism. Don't show what you don't have. Don't show what you don't carry. That's very important. For example, I am talking to somebody and I'm just reminding him that he can go, you can go. And the same way, same time, same moment, if I say you can go, I say you can proceed. I can say that you can march forward. And if I'm using multiple, like 4 sentences for a single situation, is that okay, do you think? No, that's not okay. That's called or. Ladies and gentlemen, what you can do in your life, that you can proceed in your life, you can go in your life, you can march forward in your life, you can do this in your life. Oh my God, I'm just talking about a single situation. Why am I using multiple sentences and multiple words? That's very important to understand. But we don't understand that. We don't understand. That's the reality. Like, I have interacted and met multiple of my trainees and students. What do they do when they start learning English or when they start speaking English? They try to show that accent, but they don't have, right? Yes, water. Good morning. Oh. So when they do that, it's like, oh my God, they are just acting. And the moment you start doing acting or you start acting, that acting just becomes fake. Because speaking is all about naturality, natural way, natural method. But sometimes you can just, adopt acting. That's okay for some time, but that's not okay for always and every time. right? You have to keep in mind. And if you just talk about, let's talk about that, how can we practice? Now let me just talk about one more thing, that you sometimes, what we do, that we use over body language, which is called fakeism or fake body language, right? We are talking about laddu, and we are talking about like that. Laddu? Hai, itna bada sa laddu? What type of laddu is this I'm talking about? I went to Nainital. I saw mountains. अरे भैया इतना छोटा सा पहाड़ किधर आ गया? Right. So what we need to understand, we have to keep one thing in mind. The moment we start talking, articulating, expressing, and is telling something, we have to keep in mind, what am I talking about? What am I talking about? I'm talking about a coin, or I'm talking about a currency note. I'm talking about Reserve Bank of India, or I'm talking about India. I'm talking about a particular person. I'm talking about two persons. I'm talking about three persons. I'm talking about entire group. I'm talking about the entire hall. I'm talking about the whole house. I'm talking about the entire family, or I'm talking about the single board or single table. That's what I have to keep in mind. But if I don't actually understand the module of this or the method of this, I'm going to get failures in my public speaking and conversation skills, ladies and gentlemen. That's very important to understand. Right? What am I trying to say? I think you would have got it. So whenever you speak, first of all, let the words come. Sometimes I have seen the people that they just talk sometimes, and they just, move their neck. What's the use of that? They use like this. Paratha ka pankha. They use like this. What's that? I don't understand that. That's not required. That's not important. So control it, Majnu. Control. Just control your neck, control your hands, and use with the natural, in a natural way. Now let's talk about that, how to work upon accent, how to just, what to do to just improvise and to improve our accent. That's very important. So just before improving and before just developing your accent, before working upon your accent, you should and must work upon your pronunciation, and pronunciation can be worked upon through one and single word. It can be worked upon just like that. Important, empowering, papa. All right, just like that, you can work upon this, right? Important, empowering. All right, so first of all, what you need to do, just you need to take single word, and taking single word just requires a very less capacity or less power, less focus, because working upon a single word is very easy, and it's all about our pronunciation. When you are able to articulate your pronunciation, when you're able to pronounce it in a correct way, then you can just work upon your accent, right? Because pehle chota bhai fir bada bhai, pehle choti cheez fir badi cheez. First of all, small thing then big thing, right? Neither small nor big, you will just go down, right? You will be spoiled. All right, that's why first of all, small things. Start working upon small words, then start working upon your accent, then start working upon the entire thing, then start working upon your hand gestures, start working upon your shoulder shrug, start working upon your pace, start working upon your body movement, start working about your entire stage body movement, right? Then you can just express and you can just improvise yourself. Otherwise, you have to flow towards fakeism, and this fakeism is not allowed in the field of public speaking and communication skills, because you can never be fake. Otherwise, you will have to just drown in the lake. That's what you need to keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen. So try to be natural, genuine, try to improvise yourself, because leaders are not born, they are trained. Speakers are not born, they are trained. And mentors are not born, they are trained. That's why training is the most important thing. If you want to train yourself, then keep on training yourself. Start working about the petty things, because many a little makes a miracle, and you have to start from the first step, the baby step, and after that you can just march forward and you can grow yourself and scale up yourself. And what you need to do for this, you have to start from a very small light, and that light can lighten the entire world, and just you can be smart as you are and as you want to be, right? Thank you very much. Start working from the small steps, and these small steps will take you to the big destination, and this will work upon it. Thank you.